If what you thought to be true about money turned out to not be true, when would you want to know? Welcome to the Surf City Financial Podcast, where you will learn about all things money. Each week, we will feature guest experts in the areas of retirement planning, business planning, college planning, estate planning, and benefit planning, so you can have a more secure financial future. Your host, Brian Zeke, is the co-author of There's More to Financial Planning Than Financial Planning, CEO of Surf City Financial Group, and is a seasoned veteran in the financial services and insurance industry. If you have an interest in learning the strategies for building real wealth without risk, you're in the right place. And now, your host, Brian Zeke.
Well, thank you, Corey, for that introduction. Hi, this is Brian Zeke, your podcast host. I am the founder of Surf City Financial Group. Welcome to our brand new podcast, cleverly named Surf City Financial Podcast. Why don't we go ahead and jump right into it? This being our very first podcast, we want to go over basically our mission of this podcast and the mission of Surf City Financial Group as a whole. Our mission is basically to educate and introduce a new thought process and basically introduce a system where we will give you the tools to kind of cut through the hype and bring you some clarity to your personal finances and money in general. And also for you business owners out there, being a small business owner, I have a bit of a soft spot for that because I do see a lot of business owners don't do a very good job of preparing for retirement. They usually plow their money back in to their business and or they're spending all their time running their business. And we know that they're sold some especially small business owners, sold some very vanilla flavored tools. And that's one thing we're pretty good at is also bringing strategies to small business owners that very large businesses tend to use. So we really enjoy that. But bottom line, we're going to be talking about money, strategy around money, the good, bad, and the ugly on financial products, and how they are used and how they should be used. We'll also be talking about best way to make large capital expenditures, like paying for mortgages, cars, and such. We'll also be getting into different things, trust, type of trust you need. We really recently working with one that was for real estate people. In other words, because I know a lot of real estate people, they may sell a piece of property and they don't really want to get into a new property, but they're worried about the capital gains and they're actually trust to address that. And most important, we're going to be talking about process versus product and different aspects of what as far as money and the process, the processes you should put in place versus a product. Because we do believe financial tools are less important than actually having a plan. You cannot build a house without blueprints. A doctor cannot give a prescription or prescribe physical therapy without a diagnosis. And we cannot, in good conscience, do a good job of just giving you financial products without what's the reason for these financial products, how they fit in your plan. Because you need a product to make a financial plan work, just like you can't play golf without clubs. But typically, if you want to be a good golfer, you got to get your swing down first. And then you go find custom clubs. I mean, the greatest golfers in the world, they practice, but they do get custom fitted clubs. And if you go out to buy custom fitted clubs, they're going to check out your swing and they're going to analyze it. And then they're going to find you the clubs that best fit you. And that's how we look at it. And on future shows, we're going to be going to a lot of different subjects. We're going to bring an expert to speak on a variety of topics, including mortgages, reverse mortgages, real estate professionals, investment managers, trust attorneys, estate planners, CPAs, tax preparers, all kinds of different things, property investors. I mean, there's just so many topics we're going to be getting into. Try to bring in some people that are expert. We can clearly talk about a lot of these things, but it's kind of nice hearing about the intricacies because I work with a lot of different experts and it's always fun for me to get their take on things. And I think they enjoy hearing how I would place their product or how I might interface with a tax preparer, what I might learn from a tax preparer or a CPA, what's going on out there, because it helps me make adjustments in people's financial plan. We're also going to talk a lot about retirement income and also get into the major risk to a successful retirement, like long-term care costs, inflation, market corrections, living a long life, All these things that actually we have to think about when we're actually going to retirement. Obviously, I'm being an industry. I do have a bit of a love-hate relationship because I do love my job and the positive impact this industry can have on people's lives. But I also hate the grip Wall Street has in this country and what they get away with. I also hate the fact this industry is really good at selling product, but not so great at educating people. That includes a lot of advisors out there. So again, products are very important. You can't do anything without products. And I don't think there's evil products out there. I think there's bad placement of products is really what it amounts to. So it's kind of like the analogy I was using on golf, right? You got to get the swing down. We also believe efficiency is really the key to your finances. We always say there's more power in eliminating losses than chasing returns. So we think efficiency is really the key here, and that's why we really preach efficiency. And we're going to talk a little bit about what is a financial advisor. We actually wrote a book on this subject. The book's called There's More to Financial Advising Than Financial Advising. Because a lot of people out there, we wrote that book for various reasons, but one of the reasons we wrote the book because we know there's a lot of financial entertainers out there, and that also drives me a bit crazy because you can't really give good financial advice on a 5-minute phone call or in a newspaper article. I mean, we submit articles to magazines and stuff as well. We just submitted one the other day, just recently, talking a little bit about reverse mortgages. Because there's a lot of misinformation on reverse mortgages as well, but it wasn't designed to say, hey, run out and get a reverse mortgage, because there's multiple ways to do a reverse mortgage as well, too. So we think it's really important. I was actually on a podcast recently with a reverse mortgage guy because he wanted me to actually talk about that, the different ways you can use a reverse mortgage. But that also, I think, requires a bit of analysis, too, on what's the best one to use. But feel free to check out our book. It's at Amazon. It's at all the different places where you buy books. Amazon has that Kindle version as well. So again, more to financial planning. So feel free to check that out. Because again, we see that people will think they have a financial advisor when what they have is an investment advisor. Now, I think there's a heck of a lot of value in investment advisors. Our model is really to use investment advisors for the investment piece, because a good investment advisor is truly looking at these investments and these portfolios every single day, every hour, and keeping track of them, and being active in trading and doing options and all these different things a good investment advisor should do. And they should have portfolios that match. Because we act more like the quarterback when we interface. We tell our investment people what we're trying to accomplish, what other things we might have in place, and that way they can handle different parts of our clients' money in different ways. And depending on when they need their money, are we producing some income from this and income from other places? Things like that. So we think there's but an investment advisor is not going to be talking to you about long-term care, not going to be talking about mortgages, not going to be talking to you, which is fine. I think everybody should sort of stay in their lane. And that's why we use investment people rather than trying to be that person ourselves, because there's a lot to think about when it comes to money. So our model is to be more like the quarterback and use that third-party money manager. Because again, we want someone that's really looking at your assets day in and day out. Because we need to have your money last through your lifetime and make sure you're protected from all that stuff, the stock market volatility, tax increase. What if taxes go up? I mean, how do we handle that? Do you have the wherewithal? What if you need long-term care or your spouse needs long-term care? So it's all very important. And again, that investment manager, we're not down on them, the money managers. We believe in them. We work with them. But to me, that's a bit of a specialty. So now our upcoming podcast, we're going to be talking about 3 types of money. That's going to be the next one up. And following that, we're going to be going into debtors, saver, wealth creators, because we see all 3. And we're going to talk about what a debtor is, what a saver is, what a wealth creator is. We're also going to be talking about the search for the perfect financial savings vehicle, what you would be looking for that perfect savings vehicle. So if you have any questions or anything you may want to hear about or learn about or recommendation on a topic, please contact me, Brian at Surf City Financial Group. I love feedback as well. So thank you very much for listening in. We will be talking to you on the next episode of this podcast. And also, as Corey signs us off today, you'll hear a bit about our program we've put together where you can actually participate in a process that we've built so you can actually learn these things on a personal level that is fitted right for you, fitting those clubs for you. So hang in there, pay attention to that, and we'll catch you on the next podcast. Again, this is Brian Zeke, Surf City Financial Group. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Ready to take your finances to the next level? Register for our free financial masterclass at surfcityfinancialgroup.com/masterclass, where you will learn the 3 secrets for creating a secure financial future without risk. And be sure to apply for your free scholarship into our Financial Accelerator program at surfcityfinancialaccelerator.com. This is a 6-week program that provides over $4,000 of financial resources, one-on-one coaching, and online education. Thank you for listening, and be sure to tune in to the next episode where we help you catch the wave to financial success and financial security.